Day 7, Week 2 of CollabAcrossBorders. Yay! This week, our theme is still getting to know each other, and so we're just going to talk about the television shows we watch. I watch an unhealthy amount of TV, and actually more than half of it is on YouTube. Does that still count as TV? I think it counts as TV if it's a television show, but it's just on YouTube. I've already stated that I really like Doctor Who. I think it's probably one of the best shows ever. I think we're planning to just have a Doctor Who themed week because there's so much to talk about. I really like Star Trek. I haven't seen that much, but I can say that I like the original series more than the Next Generation. I hope I don't make any people mad, but I like Picard more than Kirk. Spock trumps them all. He's just the best. I watch NCIS and NCIS LA. I don't really watch any of the other CSI alphabet soup shows. Some of it's kind of predictable, but, I mean, what can you do? There was this one moment where a terrorist was about to jump off the roof of a building, and instead of, shooting him in the foot or something to prevent him from jumping off the roof, the character just stood there with his gun pointing at him, and I'm like, he doesn't care that you're pointing a gun at him. He's going to jump off a building. Save his life. The two other crime-solving shows I watch are Psych and Monk. Psych is probably one of my favorite shows ever. I just love me some pineapple. I love Pushing Daisies. I wish they hadn't canceled it. Very quirky. It was very colorful to watch. I don't actually watch many sitcoms, but if I had to pick my favorite, it would be Big Bang Theory. I love all the nerdy references. I think it's really funny. I noticed that they don't reference Doctor Who. Doctor Who needs to be bigger over here in America. That's all I have to say on that subject. I watch a lot of animated stuff. Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb. If you have not seen Phineas and Ferb, go watch it. Go! It is the best animated show for children ever, after Batman the series. I like Avatar, The Last Airbender. Hated the movie. I hated the movie so much. It was so hard. I actually don't watch many, serious animes. I really like the funnier ones, though. We're on High School Host Club. Hilarious. There's another anime that I don't know if any of you have heard of it. It's called School Rumble, and it's about these idiots. This idiot, and he's in love with this idiot girl, and she's in love with this really creepy guy. It's really funny. One of the more serious animes I watch, I guess, is Vampire Night. It's not a comedy. It's more like a high school vampire drama. It's really good, though. It's got a pretty original take on vampires. I watch Vampire Diaries, and I think what's so cool about Vampire Diaries is that it was written by a Wiccan, and so the author takes lots of pagan mythology into her books, and it just makes the story more magical. Young Dracula, I've already talked about, but I want to tell you that it's not just like a silly children's show about vampires. I think it tackles family issues very well. Single parents, cheating parents. It's really a show about parent and child relationships. Two more vampire shows that are kind of obscure. One is called Vampire High. When you watch it, you kind of realize certain similarities to Twilight, but you just can't take it seriously. It's not silly because it doesn't take itself seriously. It takes itself seriously, and that's why it's so silly. Here's another obscure one that I know you haven't heard of. Dracula the series. Cheesy 90s camp of two kids who move to Europe with their mom. Where they live is never ever specified. It's just Europe. Their mom drops them off with her uncle. Her uncle is the great-grandson of Van Helsing, and he is in lifelong feud with the businessman who lives up the hill named Alexander Lucard. There are no words. Here's a fun fact about the Dracula the series show. It stars a very young, then unknown Mia Kirshner. She played Elena Gilbert's mother on Vampire Diaries. That is it. Play me off, Dracula! Hello. Say hello. Hello. Maggie likes vampire shows. Hello.